Okay, so let's talk about data types. It turns out that data type is really important to Python, and we use data types in Python for two reasons. The first is that we want to tell the interpreter the range of a value that can be stored in a particular variable. Okay, so it knows the possibilities. The second reason is that we use a data type to tell the interpreter the kind of operations that are possible on a variable. Let us look at a few examples. So let us say we have a data type called age, and to age I'm assigning the value 23. We can use the type keyword on any object in Python to find out the data type of that variable. So if I try to find out the data type of age, here we're seeing that the type is an integer. Don't worry about class here. We will discuss class in chapter 9. So because age is an integer, the interpreter will know that to age, I can change age to 100. And that is legal because 100 is a valid integer. I can change back age to 25. 100 as an age looked quite scary actually. So I change back age to 25. So the interpreter will know all the possible values that we can assign to age. I can carry out operations on age also. Let us say that I want to change age from the current value. I want to add 2 to age. So we'll have age of 27 now. Let us define another variable. Let's define a variable called name. And let's assign the value Ben to name. Let us try to find out the type of name. And here we've seen that the type of name is string. What if we try to change the value stored in name? Let us say instead of storing Ben in name, we're changing it to the value Lucy. Okay, that is legal. Lucy is a valid string, and therefore we can store string in that variable called name. But what if we want to carry out other operations on these variables? What will happen if we try to add them? So we're trying to add name with age. Here we're getting an error. We're getting an error here because we're trying to apply the addition in the case of an integer, and in the case of a string, a concatenation, to an integer and a string. And here the interpreter is saying, well, I don't know what to do with this. We can't add a number to a string. So you can see the second reason coming in here, because the interpreter is not defined within the interpreter what we mean when we try to add or when we try to concatenate an integer in a string, then the compiler is complaining. So in Python we have different data types available. And here's a list of the different data types that we have available in Python. So we have integers, floating point numbers. As we can see, an integer there is just positive and negative whole numbers. Floating point numbers, and the representation, the difference is just that our floating point number here will have a decimal point. We have lists, we have Boolean and string. So in the videos to come, we will take individual and we'll take each data type and we'll go in depth with them. See you then.